3 years in America, and Jake still couldn't understand one tiny English word. Not a difficult word, not a long word, just till one evening he stood frozen inside a coffee shop while the cashier smiled and said, "We're open till 10." Jake nodded like he understood. But inside, panic. His brain started racing. Till 10 means before 10? Exactly at 10? Near 10? What does she actually mean? And the worst part? Nobody noticed his confusion. Because this is what happens to millions of English learners every single day. They know vocabulary, they know grammar, they know tenses. But tiny words destroy confidence. And there's one pair of words that secretly confuses almost everyone: till and until. They look simple, but use them the wrong way, and suddenly your English sounds unnatural, awkward, or confusing. And tonight, that changes forever. Because by the end of this video, you won't just understand till and until, you'll feel them the way native speakers do. And once that happens, you'll start hearing these words everywhere. Movies, conversations, songs, texts, arguments, love stories, especially love stories. But before we get there, you need to hear what happened to Sarah. Because one message changed her entire relationship, and yes, it happened because of one English word. Sarah stared at her phone at 1:13 a.m. Rain tapped softly against the apartment window. Her coffee had gone cold hours ago. And on the screen, one message from Daniel: "I'll wait till you're ready." That's it. No pressure, no anger, no long emotional paragraph. Just one sentence. But Sarah couldn't stop reading it. Because till changed the feeling completely. Imagine if he had written, "I'll wait until you're ready." Still correct, but somehow different, colder, more formal, more distant. That's the hidden secret nobody teaches you. Till and until usually mean the same thing, but they don't always feel the same, and that feeling changes everything. Most English learners think grammar is only about rules. No, real English is emotion, tone, rhythm, energy, connection. That's why native speakers choose certain words without even thinking. And once you understand this, your English starts sounding alive. Not translated, alive. Now watch this carefully. Imagine a little boy sitting beside a window on Christmas Eve, snow outside, tiny hands pressed against the glass. His mother whispers, "Stay awake till Dad comes home." That sounds natural, warm, emotional, but now listen again. "Stay awake until Dad comes home." Still correct, but it suddenly feels more serious, more structured, almost like a teacher speaking. This is the first breakthrough most learners never realize. Till is usually more casual, more emotional, more conversational, until often sounds more formal, more careful, more written. And once you notice this, you can't unhear it. Suddenly movies make more sense. Songs sound clearer. Conversations feel natural. But here's where people get embarrassed. Because many learners start avoiding both words completely. They become scared of using them. So instead, they say weird sentences like, "I wait for 10 p.m. I continue before Monday. I stay here to the end." And native speakers understand, but something feels off. It's like wearing shoes on the wrong feet. Technically possible, but uncomfortable. Now here's the simplest way to feel till and until. Both words usually mean up to a point in time. That's it. Simple. But don't leave yet, because the real confusion starts now. And this next part is exactly where even advanced English learners make mistakes. A few months ago, Kevin walked into an interview room in Chicago. Dark blue suit, sweaty palms, heart pounding. This interview mattered badly. The manager smiled and asked, "So, when can you work?" Kevin answered confidently. "I can work until Friday." Silence. The manager blinked. Kevin smiled proudly. But inside the manager's head, confusion. Because Kevin wanted to say, "I can start work on Friday." But what he actually said was, "I can work up to Friday and then stop." One tiny misunderstanding, one tiny word, and suddenly the entire meaning changes. That's the danger of until. It creates a limit, a stopping point. Watch this. I studied till midnight, meaning the studying continued up to midnight. After midnight, probably stopped. I waited until she called, meaning the waiting continued, up to the moment she called. Then something changed. This is huge, because till and until are connected to change. They carry emotional movement. Something continues, then shifts. And once you understand that, your sentences become powerful. Now, let me show you something beautiful. There's a reason songwriters love the word till, not until till, because it flows emotionally. Listen to these feelings. I'll love you till the stars disappear. Wait till I come back. Stay till sunrise. Can you feel it? Soft, human, intimate. Now, replace them with until. I'll love you until the stars disappear. Still okay, but heavier, less musical. This is why understanding English is not enough. You must understand emotional texture. That's what fluent speakers hear automatically. And honestly, this is where most language courses completely fail people. They teach grammar like math, but language is emotion. A pause, a whisper, a word choice at midnight. That's real fluency. Now there's another mistake hiding in plain sight, and once you see it, you'll never make it again. A girl named Mia posted this online. I didn't sleep till 3 a.m. Thousands of learners use sentences like this, and technically, it can create confusion, because native speakers may hear two possible meanings. Meaning number one, she stayed awake until 3 a.m., then slept. Meaning number two, she did not sleep during 3 a.m. Tiny difference. Huge confusion. That's why context matters. And native speakers usually understand from emotion and situation. But this shows something important. English is not only words, it's timing, logic, human expectation. Now imagine this scene. A father waits outside a hospital room. The clock moves painfully slow. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Finally, a doctor walks out and says, "You can't see her until morning." Feel that? Until sounds serious here. Heavy, almost final. Now imagine the doctor saying, "You can't see her till morning." Still correct, but softer, more human. That tiny emotional difference is what makes fluent English sound natural. And there's another secret most learners never hear. Till is not a short form of until. Most people think it is. It's not. In fact, till is older than until. Crazy, right? Which means this sentence is completely correct. I'll wait till tomorrow. Perfect English. Natural English. Native English. So stop being afraid of till, because many learners avoid it thinking it sounds wrong. Meanwhile, native speakers use it constantly, every day in cafes, relationships, phone calls, songs, arguments, especially arguments. Don't talk to me till you calm down. That sentence hits emotionally. You can feel the tension. Now compare it with, do not talk to me until you calm down. That sounds almost parental, more distant, more formal. And this is how advanced fluency works. Not memorizing more words. Feeling energy, feeling tone, feeling emotional weight. But we're not done, because there's one final mistake that secretly makes people sound unnatural immediately. And once you fix this, your English instantly becomes smoother. Ready? Never say until unless. Yes, people actually say this because they mix two structures together. Listen carefully. Until talks about time. Unless talks about condition. Time, condition, different worlds. I'll stay until Friday, correct. I won't go unless you come, correct. But combine them incorrectly, and the sentence collapses. This is why fluency is not about translating directly from your language. It's about understanding the feeling behind English patterns. Now picture this. An old man sits alone in a train station, one small suitcase beside him. The last train hasn't arrived yet. The announcer says, "The train is delayed until further notice." That sentence feels official. Cold. Corporate. But imagine his granddaughter calling him seconds later saying, "Grandpa, wait till I get there." Suddenly the language changes. Warmer, closer, human, same meaning, different emotional world. And this is the moment fluency begins. Not when you memorize grammar charts, but when you hear emotion inside words, when you understand why native speakers choose one word instead of another, when English stops feeling translated and starts feeling real, because the truth is fluency is not built from giant complicated vocabulary. Sometimes it's built from tiny words people ignore. Tiny words like till, until, just, still, even, yet. Small words. Massive power. And if you master these invisible emotional details, people don't just understand your English anymore, they feel it. Your stories become stronger. Your conversations become natural, your confidence changes, and maybe for the first time you stop translating in your head. You simply speak. But the most beautiful part, from now on, every time you hear someone say till or until, you won't hear random grammar anymore. You'll hear emotion, you'll hear distance, warmth, tension, hope, waiting. And once you hear that, English changes forever.